A few years ago, just over a decade, a revolution started in the Nigerian music scene by a couple of guys. And that revolution, 10 years later, has developed into a group being a team of individual stars. I call him the American Yankee. They call him Tony Tetuila. Which one?
Tony Tetuila is alive and is keeping it live, you know.
Welcome back.
Thank you, brother.
You had a fantastic time in the States.
Man, it be like say me, I just go back now.
Tell us about it.
Man, America is like God's own country, like they used to call it, man. I never believed what I saw when I got there. You know, everywhere someone is free, everybody is just there. And again, you know, the weather, that's the only problem I have got with the weather, you know. It was so cold when I got into New York. I got into New York on the 10th of February, 11th. And the first day I got to New York, it was snowing. I said, hey, that was a shower of blessing for Tony Tetuila, you know. I went outside, it was cold. I was like, hi, shit, this is lovely. Then I had a show in Brooklyn on 25th of March. Yeah, 25th of March. We did a show in Brooklyn at Bonafide, and the whole place was jam-packed, you know. Actually, the show was like a party for Tony Tetuila, you know. People were like coming in, and there was a gate fee, you know. We were so surprised, and man.
Full house.
Full house, the whole place jam-packed. I spent like a week in Atlanta. Then I have to do my video photo session in Atlanta. Then after the photo session, I did the mastering of my new work in Atlanta.
Tony Tetuila, for many people, like I said, like I introduced you earlier, you alongside your partners, Idris and Tony, Remedy, started what was like a mini revolution as Remedies. We've had many artists before you doing what they termed as pop at the time, which was typically American or English. But you guys came up with something which was a combination of both. And 10 years later, because I believe it was 96 really, technically.
Actually, it was 98. Then we were just few. Myself and a lot of my Remedies, Plantation Boys. Let me see, who else? Yeah, Remedy, Plantation Boys were there that time. But actually, it was Remedies that really started the whole thing. And again, the sound there is different from what is being played now, because if you hear the production that was made around 1998 is different from what has been made. It's much better now. You know, people have been like learning more, and knowing what equipment means, and they have to understand it. But we thank God, and some new faces have been coming out, you know, and they're coming out, they're staying. But one thing I would just thank God for is that it's good to come out and stay, and don't let your name get erased from the game.
Obviously, Remedy starting created something, but then the group split up at some point, and we had a lot of stories about what really happened. Do you want to tell us what really happened then?
Then Remedies. Let me just break it down because if I just start staying on the story,
we'll talk forever.
We're gonna use all night talking about it. Then what I'm saying now is that then I think I wasn't really given the chance to express myself to my fans
within the group,
and I decided to go solo, and from there.
You opted to leave first.
Yeah, I no, it was, you know, the whole thing was so frustrating. I must confess, it was really frustrating. Even for you, I don't even like talking about
it. Ililawa. Intro fans,
Ililawa. You know, it was really frustrating when you'll be like, okay, maybe you are the one that is funding the whole team, and again, again they were like, okay, they are working more than you, and they have to like, okay, bone you, forget you, and maybe they have to be collecting money more than you, and you call yourself group, you know. I wanted love, and I was like, okay, why didn't I say I should be collecting money more than any other person, because I found the whole thing. Actually, it was my mom that really backed us up then, financially. And it was really very frustrating, and I just have to back off. I have to like just do my own thing. So by the time I wanted to start my own thing, I was like, oh God, please help me. If this is what you really want me to do, please help me, support me, and lead me to the golden gate. You know.
So you basically, three of you all split up and we're still under the same record label as solo artists.
Yeah. Then we are still under the same.
But you came out with your solo album first.
I came out with my solo album Morning Time that has the hit Omode Meta and Shere on it, and from there, you know, I was like Omode Meta. Even people were even thinking it was a Remedy song. You know, they were even saying that myself and Head sound alike. You know, that was what they were saying.
Do you think you sound alike? Do you sound alike?
Well, I don't know. You know, I have to like just listen to what people say. They say, "Oh, we sound alike." I say, "Okay, fine." Say, "Okay, that's Remedy." So my recording company, the CEO of my recording company, Kenny, started saying it on air that, oh, this is Tony Tetuila, one of the Remedies, the guy that broke off from Remedies. You know, from there, I built up the name and
then you dropped My Car.
I dropped My Car.
You don't need my car. I said, you don't bash my car.
You know, I got the chorus from What Really Happens to Me. On the Maryland one day when I was going, someone hit my car from the back. I was like, oh. You don't hit my car. People in the other vehicle were like, Tetuila, leave the guy. Tony Omode Meta, Omode Meta and Shere, leave the guy. It was Omode Meta and Shere that was raining there. Omode Meta and Shere, leave the guy, let him go. This was like, so I was full of shame. I was like, oh, I have to just let this guy go. So when I was driving home, I was like, you don't hit my car when you move repete. I just want a serious grammar. I said, you don't bash my car, basic. That's where I got the chorus. I was like, man, this too good. I was like, man, the inspiration just came from God. I was like, oh, that's too good. And again, OBE did something like that.
Chief Commander,
Evidence, I due respect. He did something like that. I was like, you don't hit my car. I was like, oh. Sound like say what OBE did the other time. Nice one. Okay, let me add up some things to here to make it sound different. I'm thinking, okay, how is this story going to end? I said, okay, who's going to resolve this problem? Oh, I said, the governor of Lagos State. What's it? Asiwaju. I said, this is good. Baba don't bash my car, so may him pay me that. Okay. From there, and everything turned to story.
And what did Tinubu think of it? His Excellency Tinubu think of it?
Man, the first day I met him, it was like, oh, Tony, if I have to write maybe a book about my success, you are one of the people that added to my success. I was so happy that day. Baba try.
You got dropped by Kennis Music. And if my understanding is right, you had to read about it in the papers as opposed to being told. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, you're right.
How did you feel about that?
Yeah, the first day I saw the publication, I must confess, I felt so bad. I picked up my phone and I called Kenny and I said, oh, Papa, I saw something on the paper now. What's happening now? But I didn't do anything. I don't think I've done anything in any way to offend you. So I don't think I deserve this kind of thing. And from there, he said I should come and see him. But to go, maybe I didn't go. I didn't.
To date?
To date, I didn't go. And my own belief, my own philosophy is just like, okay, without God, nothing is possible. Kennis Music is not God. So definitely, if God wants me to be Tony Tetuila, which I am today, definitely without Kennis Music, there will be another person. Maybe DJ Abass, Ayoshonea, maybe, you know what I mean. So definitely I'm going to rise.